Now, a meeting between the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and Taoiseach Micheál Martin currently underway at Shannon Airport. Our own political correspondent Sean Defoe was with me on the line. Sean, I think it was a fairly last-minute decision to meet.
Yeah, definitely last minute. He was meant to, the Taoiseach that is, was meant to go to Belfast today for a series of meetings, and this morning cancelled that engagement, telling the authorities in Belfast some urgent international business had come up overnight. So that obviously set eyebrows raising across the political core. And it turned out that Volodymyr Zelenskyy had decided to have a stopover in Shannon on his way to the White House to meet Donald Trump for that key meeting when they're likely to sign a deal on minerals in exchange for support effectively when and if a peace deal comes into place in that war. So he has landed. He landed just before 1 o'clock. I'm looking out at the Ukrainian jet at the minute, which is being refueled and restocked with food and drinks and snacks as well, while the meeting is going on just a couple of rooms away here.
I presume Micheál Martin probably likely to speak about Ireland's support for Ukraine.
Yeah, and when they arrived initially, Volodymyr Zelenskyy made some comments saying he intended to thank the Taoiseach and the Irish people for their support of Ukraine, for taking in as many Ukrainians as they have over the last while, and the ongoing support. The latest round of that obviously being the announcement that Ireland is going to send some old radar trucks effectively to Ukraine, and an extra €20 million or €50 million actually as it was in non-lethal aid to go towards Ukraine outside of EU mechanisms. So there is a significant support there that the two of them are going to talk about. And they're probably also likely to talk about what the future looks like if and when this peace deal gets signed. We obviously don't know what the terms of that are. I think Volodymyr Zelenskyy is hoping to find out more from Donald Trump himself as to what the US sees that peace deal like, and really to look for security guarantees and concessions over the next few years to ensure that the US will have a role in making sure that Russia doesn't repeat an invasion if there is any sort of a peace deal. For his part, Micheál Martin likely to affirm that if there is a role for Irish peacekeepers, that they will play a part in that, and that Ireland will continue its long-standing support of Ukraine.
Who else is at Shannon Airport for the meeting today, Sean?
So at the moment it is just the Ukrainian President and the Taoiseach who are in there. So from our side, a fairly slim delegation. There's obviously a more significant delegation on the Ukrainian side having gone in. Some of them are still on the plane or have remained on the plane, and others taking a rest on the stopover from Ukraine before they meet Donald Trump. But it is, I just watched them go in there a couple of minutes ago, quite a sizable Ukrainian delegation, quite a lot of them in their war fatigues that they have been wearing throughout the process, throughout the last few years, whenever they go on diplomatic missions, to send that message again that, this is not an ordinary time for their country. They're in a lot of trouble.
Do we know how much longer it's likely to last?
Probably not too much longer. Certainly we're hearing that a press conference with Micheál Martin at least will be about 2 o'clock. An announcement for a separate flight, not for the Taoiseach business, I can assure you, going on in the background there. But we're hoping around 2 o'clock to hear from the Taoiseach. We're not expecting that Volodymyr Zelenskyy will speak to the media. He's instead likely to get on that flight and head for Washington.
Yeah, he's meeting with the US President Donald Trump. That's happening tomorrow. And then separately, as you said, the meeting with Taoiseach Micheál Martin today, really in relation to the financial humanitarian aid from Ireland to Ukraine. Political correspondent Sean Defoe. Sean, we'll let you get back to it there. Thanks a million for joining us here.